Hey y'all, today I'm gonna I'm gonna showcase the broadcast system, which just shows a message in a server when a specific admin does this command. So you can say such things as trainings are in a few minutes, and then it's gonna show. And it's also a queue system, so it just stacks every message on top of each other. And this goes, this shows, here we go. So let's get into it. So we have the remote event, which is used to have server to client communication. We have the broadcast server, which is a server script that has a list of admins. You just put the user IDs here. And there's the queue running, which is a debounce for the queue. So it doesn't run multiple times, but runs once at a time. The filter message function, which returns the if the filter, if the message is filtered, and it returns the player name, player ID, and the response, which is the filtered message. We have the broadcast function. It adds the message to queue as the element is going to be a table, which is this thing is going to be sent to the client, as in the player. And it's going to take the player name, player ID, and message to display them on the UI. And this is the queue running debound system, where it only makes the queue run once until the queue is empty. And then once broadcast is run again at some point and the queue isn't running already, it just runs it again. For the chatted event, it's checking for the prefix, and then it gets the message after the prefix. Like if I say /bc space hello, the target message is gonna be equals to hello, and it tries to filter it. And if it filters it, like if it's success, like this, if this is true, which is here, if it's true, then it's gonna broadcast it. And I already explained how this goes. You don't need to worry about this, just ignore this part. It's really just a simple queue system. Um, and this player added function checks for a player, and if that player is an admin or not. And if it is not an admin, then it's gonna return, which exits out of the function and returns nothing. And if the player is an admin, then it's gonna attach the function actually, to the chatted event, which runs this, and this runs the filter, and then it runs the broadcast as I explained. Here, this thing runs only for the current players that have been in the game before the script started, just in case Roblox decided to slow down and the server didn't even run the script yet. And this one initializes new players that have joined after the script has ran. Now let's get into the broadcast client. Once again, this is all variables. You can just read about it. They're really just simple, like the remote, the tween info, the UI, and the template that's inside the script, which is like the message and the user icon that showed in the game. The show message function creates a new template, like it clones this template and places it in this one, and it sets every value to the one that comes from the parameters, like the player name, the player ID to get the avatar headshot, and the message. Um, and it also animates it and waits 10 or 15 seconds depending on the message length. And then removes it using the debris service. This here is just the on client event, which runs the show message because the function takes the message info as a parameter, which is this one. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. This is like gonna be a series of me making a lot of tutorials. You can ask me for specific stuff in the description, I mean in the comments, and I will deliver.